it is said that a country is truly democratic only when the poorest, weakest and the ones who have not got anything actually get all that which the strongest, the richest and the most influential get. That is, there is equality between the rich and the poor, the haves and the haves not, and those who are in power and those who are trying to be in power. So, when there is a successful working of getting all the opportunities to all the people, that is true democracy. Well, we have seen that there are organizations which try to mobilize such situations. It could be, we have seen in many ways wherein democracy has to be restored, wherein people have to fight against an issue. So, they are mobilizing such things, those organizations. Just now, we saw an example of Nepal, wherein the 7-party alliance and the Maoist group, they joined hands in order to restore democracy in Nepal. But remember, they were not the only ones who were trying to bring about this great change. They were in fact united or given hands by the labor union, by the federations, by the teachers, by the lawyers, by the human rights activists. So, all those people joined hands, came together to bring about mobilizing democracy in Nepal, restoring democracy in Nepal. So, this mobilization which came is done by organizations, supported by hundreds and thousands of people. Then we also saw the example of Bolivia. In fact, this was not supported by any this was not led by any political party. It was led by FEDICOR. FEDICOR was an organization of the professionals, environmentalists, the people of Bolivia and also the students who were doing what? Who were trying to fight against the water price hike. So, the FEDICOR led this, but of course, they were supported by a political party, the Socialist Party of Bolivia. And since they had supported such a big issue which was very close to the masses, very close to the heart of the people, therefore, they successfully won the elections in 2006 and came to power in Bolivia. In fact, you must understand that unless you don't get related, you don't get accepted by the masses, you cannot win elections in democracy. So, to restore democracy, to fight against the issue in Bolivia, all that was required was mass mobilization. That is, people's effort, the organizations who joined hand, who worked hard in order to bring about whatever they desired. Well, now you must understand one thing, that all organizations in the country, they try to bring about these changes, whatever we are looking forward to. They are in fact the backbone of all the changes that we want the country to have. The people can have direct participation. They can get elected, be a part of it. They can indirectly be a part of that. So, people's mobilization can be in various forms, wherein they are actively involved, wherein they just give support indirectly to the organizations which are fighting against the injustice or for restoration of any kind of government that you are looking forward to. Now, in the indirect ways that we have, what happens when we are indirectly supporting, when we are indirectly trying to give a support, various organizations are formed. And these organizations could be the pressure group, the movement group, which would try and influence the functioning of the government, try and influence whatever wrongs have been done in the country. So, mass mobilization the working of the organization, all this have gone in a long way, in a deeper way in the functioning and in the working of the governments of various countries. And whenever we talk of mobilization, of organization, of mass mobilization, of people's participation, of resolving of conflict, of bringing about true democratic setup when fighting against an issue, we must remember the example of Nepal and the example of Bolivia, wherein people participated in huge number, active participation to bring about the desired results. So, in fact, it is very, very interesting, and all of us must remember that for restoration of democracy, we have to just rely on the history of Nepal to bring about resolving a conflict in a way which gives you satisfaction. We must have the example of Bolivia's water war. Well, we will continue with this in an interesting way in the next clipping.